what you've seen, what are they doing well right now?
I mean, they probably do everything well right now. So they're a real good run team. I think they're like top 10, rushing offense and, passing offense just as good, probably even better. So they rank, I think top 3 in passing. So, I mean, they got their philosophy. I think they got a pretty good identity. They're going to stick with the run game. And they're going to let Jared do really what he's done really his entire career. It's just find those spots in the middle of the field, take shots when it's there. But it's probably one of the best teams we'll play all season.
How challenging will it be to take this team on when you've got several guys banged up too on defense?
Yeah, I mean, each week is a challenge. Obviously, when you get towards the end of the season, it's really just a collective effort, right? Like, a lot of different things happen, throughout the season. Guys get injured. So I think collectively, we just got to embrace the challenge, and really just stay committed. Who's ever out there, obviously, we'll be leaning on those guys big.
Every week is a must-win game, but does this one feel like you guys really need it to get back on track at this point?
Oh yeah, for sure. And then it's against a really good team too. So, I think a game like this could, obviously if we play the way we're capable of playing, I think Detroit, really has shown us, last year and this year that, they're a playoff, caliber team. So, if we could go toe to toe with those guys, if we could bring our A game and compete with those guys, I think that'll give us some confidence, going forward. And obviously this next stretch, I think we got like 2 or 3 home games. So I think this next month is big for us.
DA said that they're going to be doing some more red zone work on Thursday this week, not just on Friday. What do you guys get out of that defensively, even though it seems like it's more for the offense?
Well, I think defensively, we could be a lot better, in the red area as well. Obviously defensively, you never want to let teams down there, but when you do, you kind of want to, put a bottle cap on it, try to limit those guys to a field goal or, possibly take the ball away. So, that's an area that we need to improve in. So, it's probably work out in our benefit, if we're able to kind of get 2, 3 days of work, in that area.
Mm-hmm. What can you do to help challenge the offense, to help make them better in that area?
Defensively, like I said, we need to try our best to, when teams get down there, limit them to 3 points. But I think the biggest way you can help your offense is just defending every blade of grass, trying to take the ball away.
Playing this offense, now you're going to see them in the red zone twice this week, but you guys see it every Friday. Do you feel like this offense has identified what the issues have been in the red zone?
Our offense?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think those probably one of those guys could answer that better than me. Obviously as a teammate, you always support and you try your best to stay optimistic and always encouraging. So, that's probably a question Alvin, one of those guys, can answer.
What makes this Lions run game so dominant this year that's going to pose a challenge?
They got a big offensive line. Those guys are really athletic. Obviously, they have 2 really good running backs. I think both of those guys are different, but definitely effective. I think Montgomery is, that pound the rock kind of guy, and I think when Gibbs comes in the game, they have some of the same runs, but obviously he's more shifty. Kind of like Bijan, from last week, and I probably wouldn't compare them, but I would say they're comparable, to the 2 running backs we faced this past week. So it's going to be a big challenge for us. And then they got a quarterback too that can get to the line and get those guys in the right place. So I think anytime you have a veteran quarterback that kind of understands fronts and what you're about to throw at him, and so he does a good job of getting those guys in the right run play or pass play. And then I think Montgomery and Gibbs, I think they complement each other really well.